Hi, everyone. My name is Peggy Ployhar. I'm the founder and CEO of SPED Homeschool, as well as part of the review crew. And I am doing a review today for Julie Nichols. She is an educational therapist and consultant, and she works with students who have particular learning needs that need an individualized education plan. And so Julie is one of our new partners, and I had the opportunity to interview her and ask her about her services and so I'm just going to tell you a little bit of what Julie does and just recommend her because it may be a service that you are not familiar with. If you teach a student or have had a student in the public school or private school, an educational therapist may be something you've never heard of. I know when I first started working in this realm, I had no idea what an educational therapist was. But basically, what Julie does is she takes the diagnostic that you're given or assessments that she either does. They're not to the full extent of what a diagnostician does, but other types of assessments that then show where the struggles are. And she writes an individualized plan on how to help that student in the areas that they're struggling in some core um, subjects within what the child is studying in school. So it's school specific therapy that is applied based on the diagnostic reports. So a lot of times if parents will be given these diagnoses and go, well, that's great. Now we know what the problem is, but how do now I teach a child that I now know has a label, or has just a struggle in a certain area. So there's where the educational therapists come in and can help with that, and they can actually develop strategies on how to work with your student and how to teach them. And some educational therapists do more of teaching the parent. Julie works more on the side of helping the student to become more capable on their own and working that way. Although she did say, as a caveat, that a lot of times when a student first gets started, especially if they're doing teletherapy with her, and a lot of parents tend to choose that, she said, is that because things need to be corrected almost instantaneously, that she recommends that the parents sit with the child at the very beginning when they first start the therapy lessons, just so that the parent can make sure that the child's like holding a pencil correctly, or the loops are going the right way in the handwriting before they go the wrong way. And she said over time that student will then be able to become more independent, but it may be something that you have to help them out with at first. But her teletherapy sessions happen over Zoom, and she is very easy to get into contact with. She has a very fluctuating schedule depending on different days of the week. So it would be something that you could fit into your homeschooling schedule really well, or into an evening if your daytimes tend to be more filled with other kid activities. And Julie is just very compassionate. She comes into this realm having been a homeschooled mom of struggling learners of her own. She has a lot of compassion and understanding. She has done tons of certification training just to be able to understand her students better. And it really shows in the knowledge that she has as she shares. So that she brings in, and so there's just a lot of things that are involved with her processes, but basically she is there to help you create that intervention plan for your student after you've had all this testing done. Because what it's not good to just have a label. You have to figure out how to develop strategies from that label, and a lot of parents, myself included, have no idea how to do that. And so that's where these experts come in and can be helpful. She said it's recommended to do lessons twice a week with her. They are an hour long each. And she said that's where she sees the most results that are positive with students. And so she has a very reasonable rate, and you can find more about everything that I wrote up in my written review on the link down below. and also the contact information for Julie on how to get a hold of her if you are looking for a way to try to implement some strategies based on some testing that you've had done on your student. So I hope that's helpful. Check Julie out and her services, and visit the SPED Homeschool website to do that. And also keep checking back to their YouTube channel for more reviews like this. Bye, everyone.